we can summarise our stance for power as, well, firstly, we see value in onshore wind. It's intrinsically needed for the transition and in the right spot for us and our investment approach.
We have an edge. For many, this is still a new space. We started investing in district heating 10 years ago. As we've said many times, for us, sustainability is not a compliant matter, it is our reason to be. And this belief runs deep in the organization.
Morning everyone. And so first of all, on the power generation side, where we're managing two co-investment partnerships, Columba in Ireland and Iona in the UK, with total commitments of 350 million euros. But as you would expect, with such ambitious targets in the build-out of new renewable capacity, we naturally are seeing some systemic challenges. Emma referred to these earlier as bottlenecks, areas where the industry demand for services and processes, they outstrip the supply.
Now, our investment strategy is designed to manage these risks and the bottlenecks bring, minimising the cash exposure and maximising the positive asymmetry to unlock the value that we're looking to create.
How do we do this? So first of all, it's investing in small amounts of capital to develop projects at cost, paying no premium to third parties, and this helps protect our overall return. And secondly, it's about diversification. We've built bigger pipelines than we need, that help us to withstand challenges such as slower local planning authorities, or if there are delays to the build-out of grid infrastructure in certain locations.
And these bottlenecks, they play in our favour. It's these challenges that create the barriers to entry, that then creates the scarcity of projects and ultimately drives the value that we can deliver.
Our Dutch and UK platforms, Dorothea and Duke, we now manage over 500 million euros of capital that is dedicated to the construction of new district heating infrastructure. And I think both Dorothea and Duke are great examples of how the Asper platform building approach is perfectly suited for these types of investments.
The building services and the in-house capabilities are particularly important in a market like the Netherlands, which has a relatively low level of skills and expertise compared to its district heating growth ambitions.
The market is still at an early stage, with only about 3% of heat being supplied by heat networks. However, the growth ambitions for the sector are huge, and it's estimated that by 2050, heat networks will contribute to around 20% of the UK heat demands.
And the biggest transformation, I think has already been alluded to, will be heat network zoning. So we want to see bold and innovative leaders pave the way by investing in one of the key solutions to decarbonise heat, and we want to see it as quickly as possible.
I'm going to tell you a bit how we see the perspective with regards to the growth of our sector, but also the opportunities which are here for you as investors. We definitely need private finance to go ahead, but I think that as a purpose and mission-driven investors, you will need assets such as ours in the future, not only because we're going to grow, but because we're going to be essential to the transition.
We believe that our approach of combining infrastructure and entrepreneurial development is one of the keys of the transition. And it delivers not only impact and value, but also knowledge and experience that are really worth sharing.